It's your boy, Jackie Dumpson. Check it out, because the good thing and the bad thing about social media, and for everybody who enjoys the fuckery, okay, and the buffoonery and straight up Twitter finger actions of Negroes, is that it makes you forget that these niggas actually have a phone that can make phone calls and work out something in private. Because once an issue becomes public, even if the two people are cool, it has to play out across a public medium. Now, we're all spectators. We're all watching like, what the fuck? But take, for example, yesterday, right? Metro Boomin, he reiterated what I've been saying for like a couple of months. He says that Negroes are putting out way too much music. That's garbage. And I'm over here listening to some of these niggas' albums, and I'm doing a behind-the-back pass alley-oop into the recycle bin. Most of the music is so recyclable, like it's not even worthy of having space on my hard drive. So usually, I just stream it. The music is so... It's like fast food music, as I said. But when Metro Boomin said the same thing, Young Thug felt some type of way. Now, he wanted some names to be called. He said, fuck a subliminal. He also added, yo, Metro, you're riding, or he kind of insinuated that Metro Boomin was riding Future's cock. And even co-signed it like, yo, it's okay for you to ride his cock. Just don't piss somebody else off. Now, that is Young Thug. I mean, he's going to co-sign cock riding. But he made a vague statement saying, like, listen, man, a nigga's music could never sound nowhere near mine's. I'm Michael and he's Tito. And we don't know if he was talking about Future, but one could only assume, because on the following tweets, he says, I have nothing in the world against Future. I listen to his music. His music makes me happy, and I hope he continues to bless me and others with it. But Future already clapped back to the subliminal that he sent out, right? Because Future said, you will never have the juice like that. Okay, now Young Thug obviously took offense to that, and Young Thug obviously responded by saying, what? What juice? Then he said, oh, okay, the juice Metro ran with. Then he continued by saying this, I've been dirty for multiple years now. Don't know how that tastes. He know that too. Shit like this makes me realize that these niggas are really sitting in the studio together throwing subliminals on their own teammates. But fuck it, we ball. Now, he also retweeted a fan that said, rest in peace to Metro Thuggin. That's a popular collaboration that people have been waiting for a while. So it looks like, you know what I mean, maybe this got kind of taken out of context, but regardless of what it is, it looks like Thugger took some offense to what Future said, and obviously Future took definitely offense to what Young Thug said. Now, Metro Boomin actually came in, and this is the thing, right? If all these niggas got on a three-way call, it could have been solved in like 3 minutes, except it was played over social media. People are hyping it up. We have hours in between people responding. But Metro Boomin comes back around and says, yo, you gotta be crazy if you think I subtweeted Thug. That's corny. People are allowed to believe what they want, though, true or not. Okay? So to be honest, man, I do think Young Thug was one of the people that Metro Boomin was talking about. He's not going to admit it. He does music with him. I think he was talking about the Migos, Young Thug. He was talking about Fetty Wap. I think he was talking about Chief Keef. And I think he just kind of threw it out there for people to think. He wasn't going to give a name no matter what. But of course, if somebody jumps up like, nigga, are you talking to me? Yes, he's talking to you, but he's not going to admit it, right? That's what it is. Young Thug, you could call Young Thug whatever you want to call him. Young Thug is definitely a nigga who will beef just going at it with you tit for tat on social media. So Young Thug has never been, quote unquote, scared in that realm. But I think he was talking about Young Thug. Now, as far as Future and Young Thug, okay, Future made a statement, you'll never have juice like that. That might be very true. That might not even be no hating shit. That might be very true. You might never get to the heights that Future has gotten to in the game, because Young Thug's like his whole image and his whole like persona doesn't even emanate the type of like clout that Future has. So we'll see, man, but it looks like hopefully this is a beef avoided, because Young Thug went on to promote his new video, which is out now, called Thief in the Night. So I'm hoping these guys don't have beef. And I mean, listen, you heard what Trick Daddy said. Trick Daddy was on the Breakfast Club recently. He said this, man. He said, most of the rappers nowadays, they come out sounding like Future, but they look like Young Thug, right? These guys are influencing a lot of fucking rappers, and while both of them have some similarities among each other, and you might even say, well, Future inspired Young Thug in some aspects, I think they're inspiring others way more than they inspired each other. So I'm hoping that this got avoided. And of course, Metro Boomin coming at the back end trying to say, oh, I didn't say shit about Thug. It's kind of a little bit too late. So what do you guys think, man? If you guys had to pick, right? Future versus Young Thug, you got to pick one. You guys get in the comment section, who would you be riding with? Okay, are you riding with Thugger, or are you riding with Future Vandross? And to me, man, I think it would be beneficial for fans because we would both get more music, but we just gotta hope that Young Thug and of course his bays don't really pull out them dicks, because that's when shit kind of gets left. So get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to Woody Academics, man. Follow me on social media at I'm Academics on Twitter and on Instagram. And on Snapchat, it's Academics. I'm out.